Hi, I am Aarti. We are going to share a technique which is known as sighting technique in object drawing and animation. This is the first module of animation course, that is online animation course, that is Be Creative. You may wonder that why I am showing this sighting technique and object drawing instead of teaching you animation. But you must know that for any object drawing, for any art form, architecture, graphic design, you name any subject, you need to know the scale and proportion. So why you need the scale and proportion? Because we see so many objects in our surroundings that is having different sizes and scale. So we need to draw that in proportion in a given space, a sheet of paper or a composition or a 3D modeling, and you need to have a scale and proportion, because when I say that you need to draw a chair and a glass together in one sheet of paper, that is say an A4 sheet or A3 size sheet, then you need to have a scale and proportion. This sighting technique is a very old technique, but still it is in use by all the artists and animators too. This is a simple tool, that is a pencil, and I am going to use this pencil as a unit of measurement to measure my object, which you can easily find and get in your surroundings. And with the help of this particular tool, I am going to measure it in approximate measurement. Now I am going to show you how to achieve scale and proportion in object drawing with these two given objects. Here it's placed on my tabletop, which I am going to show it on paper. Why scale and proportion is needed, and what is scale and proportion? Scale means a comparison between two objects in any surroundings or in given space, and proportion means relationship with the parts with the whole, like given elements or elements of an object within an object, like bottle cap and bottle height with the width of a bottle. So I am going to show you how to achieve the scale and proportion in object drawing on this given sheet of paper, which I am going to show it right now over here. So let's start with it. Now I am going to show you how to measure these objects with a simple tool like a pencil. You have to hold this pencil in a straight arm, and now you can see that I am placing in front of this glass. So this pencil is almost, say, more than slightly half of the glass. Then this glass height is almost a pencil height. The width of the glass top and the bottom is equal. Apart from this square shape, which is absolutely at the bottom, that we'll measure it, that is I can say this, less than half, and the bottle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1/5 of a pencil is bottle cap width. Then top and the bottom cap is equal. Then 1/3 of a pencil height is bottle's width at the shoulder. Then slightly lesser at the middle portion, where it is slightly going tapering down, and then again the bottom is the same width as the top. It's like 1/3 of a pencil. So now I'll show you how to draw it on the paper. Now you can see I'm just this is a sheet of paper which I have. So I'm just marking it this big. I want to draw the glass and almost of the same height of the bottle. And how I'm going to place that, it totally depends on me, how I'm going to compose. Composition is another subject which we can tell you later on. This is slightly more, so like it's on the top, so like I can see this slightly off center the line. I can draw a perpendicular line on this first of all, because all objects are symmetrical, so we need to have a symmetry in object drawing. This is where the curve is going to be of the glass. This is absolutely this height. I'm just increasing the height of a glass, though it is absolutely one pencil. You can see this. I can draw here these lines, and this you can achieve. I'm just giving a reference that how the curves are there on this glass, and this is a line which is there on the glass, which is matching with this. You can erase off later on the extra lines while doing the shading, but right now you can have this. Now this is my glass, and slightly bulky over here, slightly bulky over here. Now I'm just you can actually, while drawing, I am drawing it directly, but before you draw, you can draw a perpendicular line, and you can make that where the bottom will be, here it will be like in this way. This is matching, and how to mark with the help of this. This is this big, so I'm just marking, and then I'm just trying to achieve the exact proportion. Approximate, exact, you'll get it with the scale, or unless until you are being given the dimension and measurement. I'm just giving you a line, which is the fluid is there on this bottle. You may feel that how I am achieving this. This is with the practice you can have it, and the scale and proportion will make you great animator and very good artist too. So here you go. This and this will be parallel, as you can see, because it's not a huge object, it's a small object, and these objects you can get in your surroundings. Scale and proportion on paper, why it's needed? Because If, as I said, I have to draw a chair on the paper, a sheet of paper, and I have to draw a small pen also on the sheet of paper, then I need to scale it up or scale it down according to the size of the paper. So, these are simple things which I have drawn with the absolutely basics, that is line drawing, and I'm just giving a suggestion of this label over here, which is carrying some graphic. Later on you can erase off these guides or extra lines which I have drawn. So, if you want to go for shading later on, you can have, you know, these shadows and more of a detail on this glass, and while shading you can achieve, as this is a glass bottle or plastic or any other material it is. Thank you so much. So now I have shown in this module how to achieve scale and proportion in object drawing in a given sheet of paper. So next time, see you with the next module with a better drawing. Thank you so much. Bye bye.